Hello everybody, sorry for the not that great lighting, but it's sort of a little bit later than usual, so there's not all the, light coming in from my natural window. So, yeah, it's a natural window. Natural light coming from my window. Well, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, so I didn't know if I was supposed to, make an entire separate video for the retreat that Monday/Thursday, because it wasn't really a school day, but it was a school event. So I just figured, I'll just tell you guys about it today. So, yeah, we got there at 8 in the morning, got on the bus, and just kind of waited for half an hour for everything to get all settled and all the paperwork and medicines to be filed and sorted out, and basically for everybody to get there to make sure there was nobody that was late and that wouldn't be able to join the retreat. So then after that we headed off, and it took maybe almost 2 hours to get to wherever we were going to go. So yeah, the bus ride was okay. I mean, on the bus ride to there was way better than the bus ride back, although then, isn't it always? On the bus ride to there was this other person, and I didn't really know them that well, but they sat by me because they were my team leader, and he just kind of started talking to me, and I don't know, made me feel good. So, I don't know. If you guys ever are forced to sit by someone who you've never talked to on a bus, I don't know, say hello. If they really do not show any interest at all, because he asked me if it was okay. So it was he asked me if it was okay to talk to for him to talk to me. So yeah, I don't know. It was fun. I don't really see him at all, but he talked to me on the bus ride there, so it was okay. Then after that we got to the camp, and then we all went to this one area, and the people that were setting this all up, some of the teachers and the people that were there, started talking to us about, some basic rules and stuff, and more basically stuff that we've already known, but hey, don't do this, don't do that, be good little children. And then after that, we got settled in our rooms, and then they gave us about an hour to just wander off around the camp to get settled and to know where everything was. So that was one of the best parts of the retreat, actually, in my opinion. But then after that, we all got together, had lunch, which I can't even remember what it was. It was a sandwich, I guess. We had to sit in our groups, but then after that, we went out, and then I can't even remember. But I was going to go to my group to help, I can't even remember what they were doing. Raking leaves? No, they didn't do that because there was too much wind. I can't remember what my group was supposed to do, but because I don't know, my teachers were just like, Michael, you could be one of the photographers. But because I don't have a camera that can take photos other than my phone, and I didn't want to be really immature and just be hello everyone, I am taking photos off of my phone. I am totally working. Plus my phone's battery would have died like that. Not that my camera's battery didn't die like that. Anyway, all I did was really take videos. It wasn't exactly, and I looked at the quality. It's not good. I don't know why, but the quality just dropped. I don't know if it was because I don't have the most steady hand when I'm filming, but it just wasn't the best quality. Then after that, that took a few hours. I was just watching, not really watching people, but I kind of walked around the camp. I did circles and just recorded other people doing their working stuff, and some of the people looked at me quite angrily, if that's even a word. Angrily. They looked at me very angry. They were angry at me because I didn't really have to do any physical labor. Of course, there was a few people that hated me because I wasn't doing any physical labor, not because I was filming, but more so because they were we're here to work, not to have fun, that kind of stuff. Then after that, we had, I can't even remember, it was a few days ago, it's a week ago, actually it was a week ago, last Monday, at this time even. Anyway, we were filming stuff, taking photos, and I got with one of my other friends who was also a photographer, and we just kind of took photos and stuff together. And then after that, we were where is this other group? And then they were oh yeah, they went all the way up to the top of the mountain to this hotel to help do work there. And so we were let's go over there. And so we just started walking up the mountain, and it was a nice hike. It was very tiring, and it was nighttime. It was the sun was going down, and it was sunset, and I don't know, it was very pretty. But then after we got up there, we got to the hotel, and one of the groups was there, but they were just kind of messing around, and they were playing tag and stuff in the hotel because they were the only people there. Then when we got up there, we just kind of joined in on it because the hotel was haunted, and so we just, I don't know, it was fun. It's one of the things that I'm going to remember for a long time, because, I don't know, it was just fun. Do you ever, I don't know, just, I can't really explain how it was. It was just, imagine going up with a few of your friends, and then a few other people that were just kind of there, to a haunted hotel, and just, we're working, like, they were working, but it wasn't like it was super hard work, and they were like, they were having fun with it, you know? Just imagine that. It was great. Like, I would totally do that over again. It was amazing. Then after that, we went back down to the camp lodge, and we, you know, got dinner. I can't even remember what it was. It was like chili, hot dog. It was chili or hot, it might have been both, chili and hot dogs. And maybe baked potatoes. I can't remember if that was lunch or dinner. Anyway, after that, we were supposed to go on a scavenger hunt, and then we went on the scavenger hunt, and that led us to a chapel, and so we were there at the chapel, and, you know, we were there. There was a service that took about 2 hours. I want to say, this is going off the top of my head. I didn't have a watch or anything, so I'm just going to say it felt like 2 hours, so I'm just going to say it was 2 hours. Then after that, we went back to our, the service was very good, by the way, but then after that, we went back to our rooms, and actually, we didn't go back to our rooms. We sort of went around to random rooms because they were playing Family Feud, and it was, I don't know, it's okay. It was like, what kind of restaurants do you like to eat at? Yeah, this is totally not what you said, Michael, but as soon as the other team says it, they're going to get all the points, even though you said it, Michael, and everybody heard you. Still kind of bitter about that. Anyway, after that, we went back to our rooms and just winded down for the night. It was like 11:30 by the time we got to our room. I was tired. Then we all went to bed, and we thought that would be it until like 7 when we were supposed to get up and get ready for breakfast. But nope, at 3 in the morning, I am not kidding, at 3 in the morning, some of the kids were hired, they were told to by the teachers to get, not chainsaws. I thought it was a chainsaw, but it was more like a windblower and just things that made loud noises like air horns and stuff, to go to all the rooms and wake everybody up and just leave. And that was it. We had to go back to sleep. But they just did that, and I will explain it why. But they did that for fun, because it was part of a game, and I don't know, man. Like, I didn't even really pay attention to it. It was just loud, and I was like, no. I, like, got under, like, the blanket and just kind of, like, covered my ears and just waited for it to be over, which wasn't that long. It was just a few seconds. But then after that, we went back to sleep for a few hours. Then around 6, one of my friends, like, he woke up and took a shower and got all ready, and then, like, 20 minutes later, he was like, hey, everybody, wake up, and everyone was like, why didn't you wake us up earlier? And he was like, because I wanted the shower, and I was like, that's valid reasoning. Then I took a shower, then after that, the teachers were like, emergency call, and then we all had to go outside, and most of the people didn't even, like, take their showers yet. They were just still in their pajamas, like, all tired, like, half asleep with their hair, like, pff, you know, like, half their hair, like, pff, and half their hair, like, bah. You know, bedhead stuff. Then after that, we went outside, and they were like, a teacher has been kidnapped, and everyone was like, no, a teacher hasn't been kidnapped, and they were like, so, there was a ransom video, but we also think he's the leader, and there were, like, so many, I don't know, so many, like, crosses, like, if you know what I mean. It wasn't exactly, sorry, my computer's falling asleep, it's doing something, but they said something, and then they completely, like, I can't remember what the word is for it. I am an idiot. I don't know the word for it right now. Anyway, they said something, but then they said something else that kind of, like, crossed it. Their testimony didn't add up, is what I'm trying to say. There was contradictions. Contradictions, that's the word. Contradictions. There were contradictions in what they were saying, and I don't know, it was just all in all unbelievable. And we had to follow the clues to find, we went to the chapel. They were there. We didn't really follow the clues because one of the teachers was going ahead, and so everybody just kind of followed them. And then we went there to the chapel, and they were like, hey, good morning. Go back to the room. Why aren't you guys all ready yet? And then everyone was like, well, I wonder why. It's not like it's 6:30 in the morning, and, you know, you made us do this thing when you told us we would have till 7 to get ready. So then after that, we went back. We had breakfast. I can't even remember what it was. I want to say pancakes or waffles. Then after that, we just played games, like super fun things, including there was a pound of flour on the ground, and you had to stuff your face in it and find a M&M. But that's not all. There was a whole group, and everybody took turns finding an M&M out of the powder with their faces in it. Yeah, each person of the group had to do that. Eh, take that as you will. Then after that, there was multiple games. Like another one was there was this one person and everybody had to run over, grab one of the t-shirts out of the pile, put the t-shirt on it, and the first person to run out of t-shirts on the side, or the first group to run out of t-shirts on the side, won. And they were like, "Yay, we won!" And then there was also a three-legged race. I say three-legged with like parentheses because, or not like air quotes, because there were two people. Three-legged race. They went to the front. They went to the back. And then there was another person that was added on to make it four-legged race. They went to the front. They went to the back. There was another person added to make it a five-legged race. They went front. They went to the back. And then they kept on doing that until I can't remember if it was till all their team members got on, or if it was until the time ran out, which is like 5 or so minutes. Then after that, there was this other thing where in this other area where there were these buckets and they had water in them, and then there was these other buckets and they didn't have anything in them. The people had to go to the buckets, get water, go back, pour water in the thing, but they had to use their hands. So they went to the front, and to the back, and kept on taking turns through that. And then whoever had the most water out of like 5 minutes won, because, I don't know, I guess 5 minutes was their 5 minutes sounds like a good number. So then after that, we went to another group, which everybody lined up. One person ran to the front. The teacher had a bag full of papers that had random things on it. You had to do whatever the paper said, go back. First team to have the least amount of papers in their bag at the end won, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really there for that long because the multiple-legged race was more entertaining to watch. Then after the paper thing, they had another one where everybody got in a line, and there were these little donut holes. And then there was these little, what is it called? Like the stirrers, like the coffee stirrers. And you had to put one of these in your mouth, and then you had to pass the donut through, with that. Everybody had one, and you had to pass it to the end, and it didn't make it past 2. I don't believe it made it past 2, because nobody was really good at it. Anyway, that was the end. After that, we had lunch, because the school was like, instead of stopping at somewhere to eat lunch, we could just make lunch for cheaper and give it to you guys. And so that's what we did. During that, it was, I don't know, everybody else was having a good time, and I was just like, haha, emotional trauma in the inside. Anyway, after that, got on the buses, drove back. I was sitting alone on the bus this time, just in the same spot, just kind of looking out the window like, when will everybody on this bus shut up? Because everybody was screaming at the top of their lungs. And by everybody, I mean one person. They were screaming at the top of their lungs, and they sat 2 seats away from me. And it's no, please don't do that. If you are on a bus and everybody's trying to sleep, don't scream at the top of your lungs. Normal conversation stuff. She was just talking to someone else about some normal conversation, oh yeah, this and this and this happened to me the other day. She was screaming at the top of their lungs, please, don't do that. Anyway, then we got back home, and we were home, and we had Thanksgiving break, and it was great. Anyway, time for Monday, today, when I got to school. Today was America Monday, by the way, so I was wearing this shirt. It has USA on it, so it's America enough for me. Everybody was like, that's a soccer shirt, Michael, and I was like, it has America on it. Plus I have shoes, Converse American flag shoes, so yeah. I dressed up enough. Then after that, that was all day. Then during that, we went to computer coding class, and in computer coding class, we didn't do anything because he was like, oh, you guys need to catch up. There was only 3 people who actually finished everything, and one of them was me. So I just played a little bit of Alpha Sapphire, and, yeah. Then after that, I went to Algebra 2 Honors, and today we learned about something, and it's, confusing at first, but then it was after you got it, you were like, oh, I get it. I understand. Yeah, I understand it vaguely, but it's more than most things that we learn in Algebra 2, so I'm happy about that. Then after that, we went to, I was about to say PE. Sorry, I'm confused and I'm a little bit tired. But then, before Algebra 2 was over, or it was over earlier than normal because at 11 o'clock, but since this week is Spirit Week leading up to Homecoming on Friday, we had a game. It was a fun game. It was entertaining. Everybody got with their homerooms, and they assigned people to do games, and by assigned people there was like a list of 7 people, or there was a list of 7 jobs, and you had to write people's names down for all of them, and one of the jobs on my homeroom is not filled. And I'm scared that I am going to have to be the person. And the thing is, the one that's not filmed is titled Victim. So that's exciting. I get to be the victim. Yay. Anyway, after that, today's game was, they got these little scooter things, tied a rope to them, race. There was like a runner, and then there was the person who was sitting on it, like riding the thing like that. But you couldn't even see what I was doing. I was like, hugging my legs. Like curling up into a ball. Anyway, basically, we didn't even watch the race. We just got into this one area and just waited for them to get there. And we were like, hey, this is Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, yeah. Whoa, that would have been fun if that was intense. And even if it was intense, it probably wouldn't have been fun. Then, after that, we just went to our normal classes. I was in wellness, or I keep on getting them confused. I was in PE today. I changed, and then we played soccer for a little bit, but then some of the people were complaining, so we played gotcha instead, which this game has a lot of different names depending on who I'm talking to. So basically, it's the game where there's the basketball hoop, and there's 2 basketballs, and then the people try to, like, get them in the hoop, and if the person behind them gets it in the hoop before the person in front of them, the person in front of them are out, and then it keeps on going until there are 2 people left, and then, one of them gets out, and then the other person that didn't get out is the winner. Then after that, we went to Bible. Today in Bible, I can't even remember what we did. She gave us some stuff to work on in the workbook. That's all I know. That's all I have to do for homework. That and a math paper. So yay for math and Bible and eh. Then after that, I went to lunch. Today in lunch was okay. I was drowning out my emotions talking about Xenoblade. Like, I was screaming about it, literally. I realized how hypocritical I am when I was earlier. I was like, people shouldn't scream when, the bus stuff. I'm tired, guys. The bus stuff. I don't know what. It's Christmas. It's December. Be awake. I should really do something festive in my room for Christmas. Like have a tree. Like right there. Right there. Yeah. Christmas tree. Anyway, yeah, I was trying to hide my emotions by talking about Xenoblade. It worked surprisingly well. And then, after that, I went to environmental science. In environmental science today, we talked about energy. Then after that, we talked a little bit more about our research papers. I am doing the shortage of helium in the world. Woo! And, she was like, Michael, you are a helium boy. You should talk in a helium voice. And I'm just like, I don't need helium to talk in a helium voice. Because that's just my normal voice. Actually, it's not my normal voice anymore. I've gotten relatively deeper in recent weeks. But anyway, here's my here's my voice. People who know me in real life, you guys know what I'm about to say. December 5th. Not the Homecoming, Captain Toad. Ready for adventure! That's my healing voice. I could do it better, but it's like, I don't really want to do it because it's filming and I'm not with my friends. Because when I'm with my friends, they'll be like, LOL, dude, you're talking in a high voice because we were all tired. I said it a lot during the retreat because I was tired. Like, in our room at, like, midnight, I was like, ready for adventure! And everyone was like, Michael, you did a high voice. Sorry I keep on doing that, but my computer keeps on getting tired. It's sort of like I am. It really is like its master. Then after that, I went home, and yeah. It's been 19 minutes, and we're over. My house is Christmas-fied. Christmas-fied. My house, miss. I don't know. It's like Christmas, because there's like candy cane soaps now, instead of just like the normal whatever smell, and then there's like, instead of like having some random candy in my kitchen, my mom made her peppermint chocolate chip cookies, which are like literally the best thing ever. And yeah, we got candles for Christmas and stuff, like Winter Wonderland and stuff, and the best Christmas candle ever. It is literally the smell of Christmas. When I smell this candle, I feel Christmas. It's just, I feel it. And it's Christmas wreath. And it is the best candle ever. If you ever get that candle, it's a Yankee candle. It smells the best. It is literally the best candle that was ever created. Anyway, It's been a 20-minute video. I will talk to you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving, happy almost Christmas, happy December, happy. Finish these last few weeks of the year strong, guys. I believe in you. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. That was stupid. Thanks for watching.